I don't think they could have gone any better. It's going to be, by the end of today, Team England's best ever games anywhere in the world. It's going to be already the best medal return for Team England at a home games, and we're guaranteed 174 medals, and that would equal, but I'm pretty confident that we'd top that. So it's been exceptional. The athletes have been absolutely brilliant. They've been just a delight and a pleasure off the field of play, and they've been outstanding on the field of play. So it's just, for me personally, I'm hugely proud. It's a very proud moment for me. Yeah, that hurts a bit, doesn't it? We've been hunting them down since day 2, and there was a moment on Friday night that I thought we'd get there, but that didn't happen. And to be fair, all credit to them. They brought a crash hot team here. They've been outstanding. They're superb in the pool, and they've been picking up the odd one here and there. Women's road race, cycling yesterday. All that kind of stuff. But credit to them. And an opportunity for people in Birmingham, the Brummies, to see some exceptional competition in the arenas. In terms of Australia v England, v Scotland, whatever. In the swimming pool, it's probably been the best Commonwealth Games competition of all time. So excellent. Good question. It's brilliant to see athletes in training at close quarters. It's brilliant to see athletes in competition. Day one, Alex Yee and Georgia were outstanding. But actually, the integration of the para athletes with the able-bodied athletes, I think, has been a real success story. It's been a real highlight for us, and it's hopefully going to build in Victoria, and then on to wherever the 2030 games are. And I think that can only be great for great for society and great for the multi-sport games as a whole. I think overall, we've got to concentrate on the good stuff. I think what we have seen is a very young team that's emerging across many sports and many disciplines. So I think for me that's that's been the positive aspect of these games. Rugby sevens, you could add to that list. They'll all be they'll all be going and thinking that they maybe left a couple out there. Certainly the women's cricket team will be thinking that they left a bit, having beaten New Zealand, heartbreaking with against India. But this predominantly is a very young team that will go on to Paris, which will go on to Victoria in 2026, and do some exceptional things on the field of play, in competition, and that's very exciting. It's very healthy, and it's been a pleasure to be here. Well, I'm not old enough to remember the bid back, I think, when Barcelona got it, and I actually quite like the blueprint and the footprint then, but it's not for me to decide about whether Birmingham would want to bid for an Olympics. And as you know, the city that comes forward is something that the British Olympic Association has that responsibility to deliver and to discuss and debate. So that's for others to think about. What I can say is that Birmingham has delivered an exceptional games, which, not just in terms of the public support, not just in terms of creating a festival and a carnival atmosphere, which the athletes have loved and embraced, and has contributed to their best performances, but it's provided a presentation and an interpretation of the games across multiple sites in a way that I think might become the blueprint for the future. That's been a real positive for me. Yeah, definitely. I mean, outside of competition, the home games element with spectators coming back and the opportunity to, encourage those that came here to, catch a train and go to Paris and support the team, I think is one thing. But most importantly of all, as I mentioned, kind of at the top, is this is a young team. This is an exciting team. This is a team that will go forward to Paris alongside athletes from the other home nations, and I think we can look forward to something quite spectacular there.